hola, mi nombre es Adan Cruz. Estoy aquí con Finn, estoy con Ryan de Love Ghost. Justo sacamos una canción que se llama Noviembre, es un remix de su material y es una fusión muy interesante. Ellos vienen desde California, estamos justo ahora en la ciudad de Tijuana, México, en Baja California, y pues emocionados de estar juntos y reunidos para contarles el día de hoy de qué va la canción de Noviembre, contar nuestras experiencias y la inspiración de dónde proviene para la lírica de esta canción mientras jugamos un billar. So, espero que lo disfruten mucho.
Mira, niña, si cayo no es que yo diga no. That's the first sentence, right?
That is like, I start talking to her, and I'm like, look, girl, if I shut myself up, it doesn't mean that I don't say nothing.
El silencio dice más que 1000 palabras o no, sí o no.
El silencio dice más que 1000 palabras. That's like, silence speaks more than 1,000 words. I came out with this because I broke up with my last relationship, and for like when we started doing this collab, it has been like 3 months after that process, and we hadn't talked, you know? We hadn't talked each other in that time, so I started saying that, you know what I'm saying?
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
It is your turn, man.
All right, so what's the next line? Oh no, yeah, it's like yes or not. Okay, sí o no.
Sí o no, yes or no. And then, descargaste todas las plumas de mis dos alas.
Just like a metaphor. If you had wings, she put out every single, how do you call
feather.
it? Every single feather of your wings.
Yeah.
Desgarraste. Desgarrar is like when a tiger, imagine a tiger doing this to some clothes. Ripping out my feathers from my wings. Every single one.
Yeah.
So the wings are like my illusion, you know, like me flying. It's like an illusion of me trusting in love, trusting in her, trusting in the relationship, and whenever she left, it's like you destroy every single feather of my wings. Okay, what's the next one?
Pero I'll be alright. No, that means.
But I'll be alright. That's like okay, I'll be alright.
So, but it's like even after all the emotional damage and the extreme like pulling of the feathers and the destruction of like feeling like you can love and trust someone, even after that, you're saying like I'll be alright.
Okay.
Sabía que terminaría un día a poco, tú no.
I knew that this will end some day or sometime. Don't tell me that you don't knew that, you know?
Mi mamá que no usaba sostén.
Exactly.
Okay.
Me mamaba que no usaba sostén. Me mamaba is like, it's like a word that we use in slang, you know? Me mamaba, me mama. Actually, mamar in Spanish means sucks. The term in Spanish of mamar is not like, well, it's sometimes, it depends how you say it. It's like when a plan of yours just end up really, really bad, you say something like, oh, ya mamó. You know, oh, it already sucked.
Yeah.
But if you say me mama, like in the present time, that will be something like, I liked it. Me mama. Me mama es a morra. I like that girl. You know, so I used to like how you don't use your bra. Because my ex-girlfriend, she always, she didn't like to use, you know, a bra under her shirts. You know, so I'm saying, I love how you didn't use bra back in the days, you know?
Caminado en mi lado, tú te verás muy bien.
Walking by my side, you used to look so good.
Sexo en el cuarto del hotel. I think I know what this means.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Sex in the hotel room.
Antes de ser la envidia de todo el puto cóctel.
Envidia is when you wish to have something that someone else has. What's the name?
Envy. Yeah.
Yeah, envy.
Yeah.
So, sex in the hotel room before we are the envy of the entire cocktail.
Pero ya no me miras igual.
But you don't look at me the same anymore. That's what I say.
Tampoco me procuras igual.
Like procurar is like having frequency with someone, you know? Like you're not giving me the same frequency to see me or to meet me, you know?
Aún así es bueno con regresar.
Ahora sí sueño con regresar. Even all of this, I dream with coming back to you, like get together again.
That makes sense.
And then the last word connects, the last phrase, the last line.
Hasta que me vuelvo a despertar.
Until I wake up again. So I say, even all of this, I dream to come back with you. Oh, he put it in. Until I wake up again.
Yeah.
Like if it was something like it only happens in my mind whenever I was flipping. To try to go back to something that didn't work, it's being crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why I said that, like, until I wake up. Boom. So it was just a dream. Starting to feel like it's the last page, and I thought this book was longer. I thought our hearts were stronger, and I still wonder if you even pick up the phone. What are you trying to say with that?
So basically, it's kind of like saying, it's starting to feel like it's the last page, and I thought this book was longer. I thought our hearts were stronger. It's basically, I'm saying, it's kind of like the reality is setting in that this relationship is just dead. It's just like I can't go back to it anymore. So it's like it's the last page of the book, but then it's like in my heart, I'm like, I thought this book was longer. I could have sworn like it was gonna go on, it was gonna be this fairy tale, this amazing thing, but like what? Like it ended so abruptly, and now it's just a graveyard haunted by what could have been. So
That's deep.
yeah, so it's basically, that's kind of like what it is, just the reality is setting in. And I thought this book was longer, I thought our hearts were stronger, and I wonder if you'd even pick up the phone, or if this is our tombstone.
Tombstone.
So yeah, so it's
I
kind
said
of like,
tombstone.
yeah, tombstone is like someone's grave. Like,
Okay.
so it's like the relationship's grave. It's like, here lies, our love.
Starting to ask myself if you care, and I still need you like glue, because I'm broken without you, and I still see your clothes hanging off my chair. Late at night, it feels like you're still there.
It's kind of like saying like, glue is like what we use to like put back like something that's like broken. You were my glue. Like I would have this broken heart before I met you, and like I thought that this girl was my glue. And then the whole like late at night, I still see your clothes hanging off my chair.
That line.
Yeah.
That line is like super depressive. Like I imagine you like after, like the last day or the last night she was there and she left her clothes in your chair. And like I imagine like la señora who cleans your apartment or something like that, and be like, Juanita, don't just leave that dress in your chair. Don't move it around. Just clean everything else, but leave that dress right there.
Exactly.
Like if you were trying to being, like dependent on it or like into it,
Yeah.
Like if you don't want to let it go,
Yeah, that's
Something
basically
like-
exactly what it is. It's like, it's like that too. It's kind of like the imagination too at this point, where it's like late at night, it feels like you're still there. It's like what we had was so special, and it impacted me so much that like late at night, like I can still feel it. I can still feel your energy. I can still feel your presence, even though you're nowhere to be found.
Yeah. That's deep.
Yeah.
I know you always said that everything will be all right, but the way that you've been looking at me, it's saying otherwise. What do you say about that?
I was very literal in the writing of those lyrics. So it's kind of like, at least in my experience, like in relationships, when somebody isn't really feeling, that great, or they feel uncomfortable, the other person always tells them things are going to be all right, for like reassurance, like things are going to get better. And, with the second line, it's at like a later stage where it's, now things have changed, and the way they're looking at you, it doesn't give that same sort of message. Like when they look at you, you don't feel like everything's gonna be all right.
So, but the way that you've been looking at me is saying otherwise. I'm tired and broken. I feel so outspoken. I hope you have the time of your life, loving no one. I love those two lines at the end.
I'm tired and broken. It's just kind of just how it is, you know, you're at the point where it's, you're looking in their eyes, it doesn't feel the same, and you're just tired of it, and you know, it's hurting you, you feel broken. The outspoken part, it's kind of like, you know, I'm tired of making it feel so outspoken. It feels like no matter what you say, it's not going to change anything, you know? And it's almost, you know, it feels like you're at the point where things have gone so wrong that no matter what you say, it's not going to be understood. You know, for the last line, like, I hope you have the time of your life loving no one. It's kind of like, in the States, you know, we say like salty. You're being like salty, you're kind of just, you're being a dick. It's petty, you know?
Safe for the meantime, but I keep coming back to you.
Yeah, so it's kind of just like, I might be safe right now, but I know that in the future, I'm gonna keep on coming back to you. I'm gonna keep on thinking about you. I'm gonna keep on being haunted by this moment. Like, even though right now, I might be happy, but it's kind of just saying, like, it keeps on coming up. Like, I haven't fully escaped this broken heart yet. Like, it hasn't fully healed yet. It's kind of basically what it's saying.
I keep coming back to you, safe in the meantime, but I keep coming back, All right, and that's it.
Safe for the meantime, but I